Hello everyone, it's Destiny, and today we'll be going over which character you should pull from our upcoming banners in version 4.2. Before we get into today's video, I'd love to know which character you're the most excited for, and if you'd like to see some more Star Rail content from me, consider subscribing to the channel, leave a like to support today's video, and now let's get straight into it. In version 4.2, we will have 8 character banners. The first phase featuring Silver Wolf level 999 and 3 rerun banners being Firefly, the Dahlia, and Castorice. The second phase will feature Evanescia, and the reruns will be Sunday, Tribbie, and Feixiao. There are quite a lot of options to choose from, and starting off with Silver Wolf, she will be our newest Elation DPS and is an imaginary character. When it comes to Silver Wolf's playstyle, she will be a fast DPS that uses MMR instead of energy. MMR is gained by generating punchline, which can be from Silver Wolf's own attacks such as her skill, her relation skill, allies generating punchline, and so on. One punchline will equate to 1 MMR, and once you reach 60 points, you'll be able to use Silver Wolf's ultimate. Silver Wolf's ultimate allows her to enter the God mode player state, and this is where she'll be able to deal massive damage onto enemies with her enhanced basic attack. She can utilize her loot box mechanic, and even allies can now utilize this mechanic as well when they consume skill points. Silver Wolf's Elation skill will also be enhanced once she uses her ultimate and enters the God mode player state, as prior to entering the state, her Elation skill will just gain her MMR. With her enhanced Elation skill now, she will now deal damage onto enemies as well. Silver Wolf's God mode player state will last for 3 enhanced basic attacks, and Silver Wolf will randomly utilize 3 loot boxes during this attack. Each loot box deals damage onto enemies and has a unique effect. Starting with Big Flippin' Sword, it'll deal true damage onto the enemy with the highest HP. Kaboom Explosion will gain 2 skill points for the team, and Funky Munch Bean will gain 3 punchline. These same loot boxes can be utilized by team members as well. Silver Wolf will also increase her enhanced basic attack damage based on how much MMR you accumulate, and she'll also gain crit rate based on how much MMR you have. If you reach 100% crit rate, then the remaining MMR will increase her crit damage. Once you exit the God mode player state, you'll have to accumulate MMR again to use her ultimate. Having team members who can generate frequent punchline will nicely help out with this. Some notable synergies with Silver Wolf would be Sparksy, Yao Guang, Elation Trailblazer, and so on. Sparksy will be able to consume a bunch of skill points, and this results in you being able to nicely take advantage of the loot boxes during Sparksy's turn. Sparksy will also be able to generate punchline and MMR for Silver Wolf. Sparksy will also be able to gain more thrill and generate more punchline with at least 3 Elation team members on the team. And now you'll be able to do this with Silver Wolf. Another nice perk is that Silver Wolf's Explosion loot box can be useful for getting more skill points for Sparksy to enhance her basic attack further during her turn. Now you may be wondering, what if you don't have Sparksy? I actually like Elation Trailblazer as a free-to-play substitution, which I will have a showcase of this coming very soon, so do make sure to subscribe to see that upcoming video. Elation Trailblazer will be able to generate punchline with their skill. Their ultimate can grant an ally more certified banger, also allow that ally to use their Elation skill. This is great for generating more MMR for Silver Wolf and also being able to utilize her Elation skill more often. I got pretty nice results using Silver Wolf, Elation Trailblazer, and Yao Guang. And for those who don't have Sparksy, I would recommend using Elation Trailblazer overall. Now, as for Yao Guang, I would say she is a pretty important team member for Elation teams, as she is able to buff Elation team members, inflict vulnerabilities onto enemies with her Elation skill, and one of her most important perks is that her ultimate will trigger AHA instant for the team. This results in more certified banger, more damage being dealt onto enemies, and better certified banger uptime for your Elation characters. Silver Wolf is meant to be a very fast damage dealer, so Yao Guang can nicely help out with her certified banger uptime as well. When it comes to your sustains, Hua is a great option. You can use Donghong PT and so on. For sustainless, you can actually do a full Elation team consisting of characters such as Silver Wolf, Sparksy, Yao Guang, and then Elation Trailblazer. You can consider using Welt in the final slot, Asta, and more. Additionally, Silver Wolf has a special passive where After obtaining her or when she's present in the current team, if an enemy inflicts a crowd control debuff on an ally, all allies will gain Firewall for 1 turn, and while in Firewall, all are immune to crowd control debuffs inflicted by enemies, and this can trigger 1 time per wave. Overall, when it comes to Silver Wolf's pull value, she will be a great choice for those who wish to build an Elation team. As for the reruns alongside Silver Wolf, we have the Dahlia, Firefly, and Castorice. Firefly will be getting Nova Flare buffs in 4.2, and she has been performing very well in endgame lately, as the Dahlia was able to greatly improve the performance of the team. When it comes to Firefly's playstyle, she is a very fast super break-centric character, who is able to unleash frequent attacks onto enemies and quickly break them. Firefly enhances her attack and playstyle with her ultimate, and running sustainless can be a strong option, as Firefly can heal herself, and with enemies being weakness broken and delayed from the team, this results in enemies attacking the team less often. I would only say to consider Firefly if you already have or intend to get the Dahlia though. The Dahlia is a super break-centric character who released only a few patches ago, and she was able to greatly improve the playstyle. The Dahlia is a fire and agility character who can improve allies' weakness breaking efficiency, reduce enemies' defenses, she can unleash follow-up attacks onto enemies, recover skill points, implant weakness types onto enemies, enable super break damage to be dealt onto enemies that are not weakness broken just yet, and so on. The additional weakness breaking efficiency for the team is important to break enemies faster and to also deal more super break damage onto enemies overall. Reducing enemies' defenses is useful to deal more damage onto enemies. Being able to recover skill points can help with skill point hungry characters on the team. Implanting weakness types is useful to ensure that you'll actually be able to reduce enemies' toughness meters. And one of her biggest perks is being able to deal super break damage onto an enemy that isn't broken just yet. Prior to the Dahlia, if an enemy wasn't weakness broken, the damage output would be very lackluster. But with being able to deal super break damage now, even with their toughness meters not being broken, this helps with being able to deal more favorable amounts of damage before breaking them. The Dahlia is a very important character for the super break playstyle, and for those who are interested in Firefly, I would highly recommend you consider the Dahlia. Now, as for Castorice, she is a Quantum Remembrance character, and the Premium Remembrance team has been one of the strongest teams in Honkai Star Rail for multiple patches now. She's able to deal massive damage onto enemies with Netherwing, and she favors team members who have frequent healing or losing HP. Some of her best team members being Hyacinth, Evernight, and Cyrene. I wouldn't recommend building a Remembrance team completely from scratch, but if you're missing Castorice out of the premium team, or want to invest in her Eidolons, then she could definitely be an option to consider picking up. The first phase banner value really depends on what teams you're looking to build or are in the process of building. If you're interested in Elation and are building Elation, Silver Wolf level 999 would be one of your best options. If you're interested in break-centric teams or making your break team stronger either by acquiring a new character or Eidolons, there's Firefly and the Dahlia. Or if you're interested in building your Remembrance team further or looking to strengthen it further, then there's also Castorice. So this more so depends on what teams you're most interested in playing and what your account is currently looking like. Now, as for phase 2, we have Evanescia, Tribbie, Sunday, and Feixiao. Evanescia is going to be the 2nd anniversary character alongside Silver Wolf and is a Physical Elation character. When it comes to Evanescia's kit, something really cool and interesting about Evanescia is that her energy will increase when Certified Banger increases. And this works the other way around as well. When her Certified Banger increases, her energy will increase. Evanescia also benefits from team members who can give her more energy, as this will increase her Certified Banger. Additionally, when a teammate gains Certified Banger or their Certified Banger disappears, Evanescia will get a share of this. It's also worth noting that in the livestream I noticed that Evanescia's ultimate can also overflow, and she has 2 little dots next to her ultimate, which means that she can fill up her ultimate twice. Now, as for her skill, she'll deal damage onto all enemies and gain Certified Banger, and when Evanescia has enough energy, Master Fox will unleash a follow-up attack onto all enemies and regenerate some more energy for Evanescia. Evanescia will pair well with Elation Trailblazer, Yaoguang, Huahua. You can use Sunday with Evanescia, Sparkle, Remembrance Trailblazer, Welt, and so on. Overall, Evanescia is looking to be another powerful and fun Elation DPS option, and I will be uploading much more content about her nearing her release, so do stay tuned for that. As for the reruns, we have Tribbie, Feixiao, and Sunday. Sunday and Tribbie are both Harmony characters that can be used on a wide variety of teams. Sunday is able to provide an ally with 100% action advance, damage boost, crit rate, crit damage, and energy. If you use Don Hong PT and make your primary DPS the bondmate, you'll be able to take full advantage of the buffs Sunday provides, as Sunday is able to provide additional buffs for characters who have a summon. As for Tribbie, she can provide all-type res pen for allies, inflict a vulnerability debuff onto enemies with her zone, which allows the team to deal more damage onto enemies. She can also unleash frequent follow-up attacks, and she is a great holder of the Dance 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 light cone as well, which this will now allow her to provide action advance for the team. Tribbie can be a great fill-in support slot for teams, and her E1 provides true damage as well, which furthers the team's damage potential. Now as for Feixiao, she's a follow-up centric character and has a fun playstyle with how frequently she can attack. When it comes to picking up a DPS character though, and with the current meta, I would recommend considering the Phase 1 banner options or Evanescia much more. When it comes to all the options available and their value, this really depends on what team you're currently building. If you want to build or are building an Elation team, pick between Silver Wolf or Evanescia. Elation teams will be seeing the most favorable matchups in the upcoming patches, as this is a brand new playstyle. And if you're unsure between picking between Silver Wolf and Evanescia, then what you could end up doing is waiting near the end of Silver Wolf's banner to see the Creator Experience server gameplay of Evanescia. Now, if you're missing Castorice for your Remembrance team, or you want to invest into Eidolons and aren't too sure about Elation at the current moment, Castorice can be a consideration to pick up. As for Firefly and the Dahlia, Firefly is a pretty strong DPS option alongside the Dahlia, and they also have powerful Eidolons as well. If you wish to further invest into your break team, this could potentially be a nice choice for you. For Phase 2 reruns, when it comes to Sunday and Tribbie, this can help out players who may be lacking many supports on their account or the best in slot support for the team they're currently using or building. Overall, there are numerous valuable options, and this ultimately comes down to what teams and playstyle you like the most. Now, if you don't have any of these characters or many teams, and let's say maybe you did pick up Sparksy or maybe you did pick up Yao Guang, I would recommend considering the Elation characters, as they are the newest DPS options and will be quite powerful. Eventually, characters such as Sparksy and Yao Guang will also rerun. If I were to take a guess, they'll likely rerun either next patch or maybe the patch after that. And then we also have Elation Trailblazer, which is a free character, and the team isn't fully complete yet either. So there is a very high chance it'll get stronger in the future as we get more Elation characters who come out. For example, we might end up getting an Elation Sustain, whatever it may be. Overall though, I'd love to know who you will be pulling in version 4.2, or if you'll potentially be skipping everyone. For me personally, I'm definitely the most excited for Silver Wolf and Evanescia. I would say I'm actually just a little bit more excited for Evanescia just because I think her animations look pretty cool, and I just love her design overall, and I can't wait to try them out on my main account as well. And for those that are looking for Silver Wolf videos, I will have a nice amount of Silver Wolf videos coming out very soon, so do stay tuned for those videos. And if you do have a showcase request, do let me know in the comments down below and I can try my best to do that for you. Overall though, I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and if you did, consider subscribing for more content, leave a like to support today's video, and I hope you all have a great one. Peace.